Would I want to, catch the baby and do something with them, or would I just like to say goodbye, maybe write letters or light candles or have a ceremony?
10 to 20% of pregnancies end in loss. Doula Elora Perez recommends expecting a healthy experience, but creating a plan for a loss.
I think there can be a lot of regret around how a miscarriage was handled afterwards because they didn't have a plan for that. Of course, it's just not a thing we ever talk about, so they thought it wouldn't happen. And then it happens at home over the toilet, and they're in that pressured moment, and it's horrible, and they're feeling horrible physically.
Miscarriage and stillbirth change the body, like a viable pregnancy with a surviving baby.
Your baby, unfortunately, isn't physically present, but your body and who you are still is. And you may be a different person and certainly have a different body to some extent because this is a postpartum period.
But it often lacks the same kind of care and support.
For so many women, you're just expected to put a pad on, like it's a menstrual period, and move on with your life.
Elora finds the bereaved body.
Red raspberry, especially nettle, the oat straw and alfalfa, that mix is amazing.
Benefits from weeks of rest.
Those, like a daily drink of those, that's important. That's going to be really nourishing. Your digestion's not working. Any kind of birth you went through, any contractions you have, your body just shuts down. These are jujubes. They are going to be a huge blood builder, especially if you had a lot of bleeding after birth.
Intentional nourishment.
Add a little bit of ghee for that fat.
With warmth through drinks like teas.
Chamomile, like a German chamomile, is great for sleep, great for mood regulation.
Golden milk.
Very anti-inflammatory. Going to be really good for warming the gut.
And soft whole foods.
Brothy and fatty kinds of foods, not a lot of like crackers, sugar, processed food, soda. Oats are a great postpartum food unless they make you lactate and you don't want to. So
usually milk production quickly stops,
right?
Unless encouraged.
For so many people, it's just so painful to deal with the whole process of lactating and pumping and everything and not having your own baby, but you can donate your milk. You can even work with another family who needs an ongoing milk supply. You can make it a really beautiful thing and kind of dedicate that to the baby that you lost if you want to.
She says loss can result in disconnection or resentment.
A lot of women feel like their body failed, like it didn't do its job, and they therefore are a failure in general.
And body work can help.
Your body needs to heal from the loss, and it's made these changes hormonally and also within the reproductive system. And so while it's healing, and healing takes time, it's important for the body to communicate effectively, and that's what chiropractic provides.
Chiropractor Jennifer Anaker, with more than 20 years of perinatal care experience, says a regulated nervous system can help with emotions.
It's okay if you're sad. It's okay if you feel highs and lows, but let's make sure that your body can fully express that. And the chiropractic adjustment helps to dampen down the amygdala, but instead to turn on the prefrontal cortex, where that's more of your rational brain, where you can help to better experience that emotion rather than feeling more overwhelmed. That way it can help you to heal throughout this process.
She says it can help with physical discomfort, recovery, and future fertility.
With the relaxin in the body and how the hips and pelvis might have shifted. Also, the areas of the low back leading out to the reproductive organs, that is an area that the body needs to heal.
Both Jennifer and Elora stress support.
Because otherwise, they're just living in isolation, as if this was never a real thing. And it almost can feel like people are just gaslighting them of, was I even pregnant? And was this a real thing? And why am I in so much pain if everybody else is just fine?
So consider breaking taboo by not keeping pregnancy a secret until the second trimester.
Anybody that you would want there to support you if you did have a loss, you should tell them.
The vagus nerve exits right in that front area of the neck.
And seeking physical care.
Postpartum, we'll see more going on at the upper neck.
No matter how long it's been since loss or how little mourning it may bring.
You can always heal. Even if time has passed, that experience is still inside of you.
There is no right amount of or time frame for grief after loss. I'm Janae Ryan.